Welcome to the loading screen where we know exactly what we're doing.
Your taste sucks. That movie was bad.
Like
anyway. Five. There you go. Yeah, we're back.
You might have to refer to me as Captain, Alex.
Kind of breathing into the mic a little heavy there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loading Screen. This is your morning podcast to cue your day up with. We are back and in full effect. I am Dre, a.k.a. Crash. Of course, I've got Alex, a.k.a. Search Alex, who's been holding it down alongside Mr. Jake Blake. Not the actual Jake Blake from like Twitch, but like another, or Jacob, excuse me. I just thought Jake just because of that. I know y'all been holding it down, but we're back to the regular dynamic duo. What's up?
Yes,
homie?
we are, baby.
We are back. We are back. I've been in prison for like 2 weeks. Not actual prison, but it might as well have felt like it in my
Dre
own
the
basement.
convict.
Yeah. And then I'll be gone next week too, which kind of sucks. Some people, you know, it's funny when I used to stream like many eons ago, right? Like way back in the day. When getting 720p consistent stream was a godsend, right? No one was even thinking 1080 at that time. My job used to always keep me really busy, and I didn't tell people what I did. I just said like, yeah, I'd come back after streaming after 2 days or something. Like, yeah, I had to go take care of something, or maybe I would end the stream and go to work because it would be all kinds of. I'd be on a call, so it's all kinds of hours. And then the people that watched me at the time would always speculate like, yo, I think Dre or Crash, like I think Crash is a hitman. Like what? Because they never saw my face really like that. I still wore my glasses, I still wore my beanie and stuff. So I was like very like, hey guys, welcome to my stream. Like you didn't know who was really talking, and then I would show up, come in and come out, and they're like, yo, I think this guy murders people for a living.
You know, first impressions of you, I'm not gonna lie, they're very mysterious. Like, you know, who's this guy wearing glasses all the time and a beanie? Like I don't even know what he looks like underneath the hood. Like,
not too many people do. Not too many.
And then you get to know him, and he's like a little teddy bear.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
A hitman teddy bear.
All right, so yeah, a little quick expedition. I just remembered those days, those olden days. But regardless, we're gonna look at some new days. But before we look at those new days, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to, of course, Zip Chair and Mike Knight's continue support of this show and everything else we do here and not only just this show, but everything else we do in NSG, of course. Gotta give a shout outs to them. So yeah, dude, I've been gone, but I am playing catch up so badly right now. I know it sounds like, well, dude, this is the internet. You're connected all the time. You got a phone. Like I know, but like I have really have not been paying attention to the field as much over the past week. You know, the PS5 has dropped. The Xbox is live. No pun intended there.
Yeah.
I think you copped. You know, Alex got a 3090 and it died on him.
Oh no! Speaking of dying.
Speaking
can
of
you hear
dying,
me still? Because my camera.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Help! Help!
So this is what I'm also understanding is happening on the Xbox front. We're simulating what's happening with the Xbox Series X.
I just want to make sure you guys. Yo, if I dip out and dive back in, is it gonna mess up the call?
No, you're good. Do you think? Anyway,
right. Trey, take it over.
I'll hold it down. So, yeah. So the 360. Man, I have to really stop doing that. The Series X has dropped, and there has been nothing short of nothing short of videos of things going down with it. I kind of want to talk about this afterwards, only because you picked up a Series X, correct? No, you're a PlayStation?
Yeah.
I thought you picked up Xbox Series X.
No, so I did not. Because you can play everything on PC. I did get a 3090, and it does work.
Oh, you got the refund.
I've got some reviews today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I've been out the game, but what we do have for you guys is actually, a Sir Skrillex adventure here that I want you guys to take a second and watch. We're gonna see what Alex has been dealing with because you've been playing Watch Dogs Legion, you've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yes, both on my new graphics card. Real quick, can you turn my audio on in my ear so I can hear the videos before we dive into them? Because I want to.
No,
by the way,
I'm not
for
gonna
everybody
do that.
wearing headphones, there may be some ear-piercing moments in these next clips.
All right, so let's just roll the film. We'll see you guys in like probably 1 minute.
You're not ramming anything, baby.
What the fuck do I do about these things?
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them. Throw rocks at them. Destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying.
At Camden Market. Okay. Can I pop a wheel? Oh, shit. Woo! Yeah! Yo, God. Dude, that was... Oh, God. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Huh.
Will you lend me your strength? Throw everything over the cliff. The farther you throw, the better their chance of reaching the next world.
Is that how it works?
What an idiot. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. What's up, Plank?
Yeah. Interesting stuff, pal.
Some so funny things with you know, Ubisoft games is they're very rarely polished.
Yeah, notorious for
Yeah.
the glitches and the memes that come out of it is pretty great though. But good to know that some things don't change, I guess.
Yeah, nope, things are still the same. Yeah, dude, it's been fun. I mean, I've been enjoying both games. I don't think I'm as you know, I've said on the show many times that I liked Watch Dogs 1. Didn't play Watch Dogs 2, tried to get into Watch Dogs 3. I've been playing Watch Dogs 3. I don't hate it, but there's nothing like, oh my God, I can't wait to play it. Like, there's nothing, you know, making me want to play it. Outside, like, there's no excitement surrounding it. But with Ubisoft, I mean, LOL, with Valhalla, I have to say, this is the best. I mean, expected, but this is the best iteration of this new version of Assassin's Creed. You know, when you and I talked about it when we saw the trailer, you were really skeptical. Like, how do you blend an assassin into the game?
This is definitely, you know, it did not strike me as the usual formula, right? Like they were just gonna take something and then just my fear was they're gonna take something, just slap a name on it and be like, all right, cool. Yeah. Right. But I don't know how your impressions have been since though.
Well, so first of all, for anybody that's seen the show Vikings or anybody that likes what would you call that, Norse mythology, right?
Yeah.
And or anybody that's seen The Last Kingdom, like, this is literally a TV show in video game form. Like, I think it's incredible, man. Like, I haven't felt like I liked Odyssey, but this, in my opinion, trumps Odyssey. And they do it in all the right ways. Yes, and they do it in all the right ways. Like, the story's fantastic. It's really it really gets you to, you know, you become attached to the characters really quickly. And I'm going to try and keep everything as vague as I possibly can, but you're going to you get attached to the characters really quickly. I find myself, it's one of those games where you play until you get to the next cutscene, right? Like I keep playing because I can't wait to get to the next cutscene. And that's kind of what it was like for Witcher for me, because it's like a movie, it's like a TV show. But that being said, so with the combat, the way they incorporate it is really, really, really nice. It doesn't make the assassination aspect of it seem forced, and it doesn't make it seem like it doesn't fit. There's, you know, this is obviously open world. I want to say even more open world than Odyssey was, but it blends 3 different fighting styles. Like, you can go into a raid full Viking mode and just punch people's skulls in and stuff like that. You can come at it from a range with like a bow or anything like that, sneak around and kill people with bows and ranged weapons. Or you can sneak around and do assassin stuff. Now, how that assassin stuff comes to be, I'm not going to say because that's a spoiler. But it's very natural. Like it doesn't feel like anything's forced. And I'm telling you, man, the storytelling in this game so far, I'm 6 hours in. The storytelling in this game so far is top tier. Like it's immersive. You feel like you're in Viking lore. Like I said, if you guys are fans, it's beautiful for one. But if you guys are fans of, Last Kingdom or Vikings or any like Viking movies or shows, this is right there with it.
This
so
is your
it's
one-stop
really cool,
shop for it. It looks,
Yeah.
like I said, the more I'm looking at the trailer, it looks good. I can only perceive so much unless I get my hands on it. It's just initial impressions, and I will be the first to tell you, like the hands. My initial impressions will be wrong and can be wrong and have been wrong before. So I kind of
think you'll like it if you play it.
shot.
If you play it.
Yeah, it's been a bit for me when it came to Assassin's Creed games. We've talked about it before. I've kind of like that boat has sailed for me several iterations ago. Only because they were in a bit of a lull, but I heard Odyssey was really good. I skipped other ones like Black Flag and such. Now I know you're on the other side of that coin, though. I think you liked the Black Flag a lot.
I love Black Flag. That's my favorite one.
But it's fine. Everyone has theirs. I like DMC, the remake. Not a lot of Devil May Cry fans will fall behind that, but I defend that staunchly pretty well. But yeah, I want to take a look at this game for sure. It's just on my list right now. As to getting it on Game Pass or something and getting and playing it on PC. I will not play it on the Series X only because I'm not going to have one right now. Right. I'm not worried about going out. There's no need for me to really go out and get a console at this point. The games that I want to play, I'll be able to play on PC regardless. So not really sweating it that much. The other game that you had in your repertoire, of course, that we were just talking about earlier, is Watch Dogs Legion. We got to see some of your footage there. Yeah, still buggy. Ubisoft game is expected, but past that, like, how many hours have you been able to put in on that, if any? Maybe you were like 1 hour in, you're like, done.
No, I'll get into that in a second. I do want to just mention Sam Jana's comment. The side missions in Valhalla, they don't feel disconnected from the story. They're intertwined with the story. So all the side missions, you just learn more about the lore within the story and all that stuff. So it's really cool. Very good experience so far. But with Legion, a lot of people were saying that people have been saying that they love Legion. Like they say it's a great game. I'm not going to discredit those people, and I'm not going to say that it's not. But I very much can say it's not. I don't want to say it's not my cup of tea, but I'm not in the mood to play it. As much as I thought I would be. It's really cool they do add a bunch of cool things. One thing I will say is, I get they're all under Ubisoft and it's different studios, but like in terms of the production house that's working on them.
Yeah.
The graphics in this game look so bad compared to Valhalla. And I say bad because I don't know if this is really cool. The spider bot, it's literally like a platformer. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But the river. So I say this because the cool thing, so RTX isn't on Valhalla, at least not that I see. Like, you can't turn it on and off, so you're playing as is. This, you can turn RTX on, and it's pretty cool what RTX looks like, right? But I will say, like, I know this might be petty, but the river in this, like, if you go to Thames River, the river looks like Jell-O. Like, the water physics looks like thick Jell-O. It's terrible, dude. It's absolutely terrible. The cutscenes suck in this game. Like, everything, the depth of field is blurred. I had to turn the depth of field off because, like, it was blurring the person's, like, face. Like, it's just, it's bad. It's bad. And then you have Valhalla, which is just fantastic. Like, it like, all the problems that are in this aren't in Valhalla. It's really weird. But that being said, the gameplay in this is pretty fun. Just like hacking everything and all that. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to say I'm biased, but, like, I'm not super excited to play this game. That's not to say other people won't be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The story. This is more like a liberation story, which that's not spoilers. It's just like, it's typical Watch Dogs. You're trying to take over certain, control. Like, I don't even know what you would say. Like, there's like a, I don't know, dictatorship almost maybe. You're trying to like take it over, or somebody's framing you.
You're just trying to take back control. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the thing about it. It's kind of different. It's the two games, you can't compare certain aspects of it. Like Valhalla is a one character based story. You know, there's a protagonist, there's a single person you're dealing with. Like, you know, the point of what Legion isn't just that. It's like you could be anyone, you could play in all this variety of different things. You know, the gameplay in that sense is technically more in depth because you get to do way more.
Yep.
So I could see why maybe, you know, it's like a balance thing. It's like, okay, well, the gameplay is way up. You're like, okay, maybe graphics are gonna suffer a little bit because you know, imagine how many characters, how many variables, how many designs they had to go through, right? Like you. I mean, a part of me is like, yes, you can't get away with all of it, but on the other side, it's like, yo, it's Ubisoft. Like, you're not like a small company, right? You're not exactly a small developer. So what's the dilly? I mean, everything else right now that what I'm seeing looks amazing. I don't even know what this was captured at. Well, I can tell this is on console.
I mean, I will
PC,
say, this is what this is like. There's RTX on and all that stuff with this. It looks like, at least. It's a cool game, and Sam Jam is on point today. Legion, and has very good points. Legion is a casual game, and I can see that now. Like Valhalla, you go in for the story. You know, you go in for the story to have a good time. Assassin's Creed, you know, always has good story. For this, I could see it be turned more towards, you know, just having some fun. Going in, there's a story, you can mess around. It's basically like a cyberpunk version of GTA, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Way more, even more. Not to say GTA hasn't, you know, exaggerated things, you know, jetpacks and all, but that's another thing, dude. I'm telling you, Sam might as well. We should bring Jam onto the stream, onto the show. So it's funny because I said this the other day. All the games that we play, right? Typically, most games that we play are in like American cities, right? Yeah. And if they're not, they're like medieval. This is the first game that I personally have played in a UK based city where they drive on the other side of the road. And I'm telling you, man, it screws with me so bad. I feel bad for all the European players that have to play our American city games. Like, look at this person. They're on the right side of the road still. Yeah. I noticed that after a while. I was like, those arrows aren't correct. Oh, got it. Yeah. You have to drive on the left side. Funny little tidbit crazy. There. That's I wonder if they left that intentionally just to be like, yeah, we're gonna mess with everybody.
Oh my god, dude! I crashed so much because of that. But
that is weird.
Overall, if I was to rate this game, I'd say maybe, and I haven't played it that much, so take this with a grain of salt. But I'd give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
So far, with an asterisk.
So far. Like I said, now it's got that. If you like the you know, the anti-government hacking. You know, technology, manipulating all that stuff. You'll like this game. I got this game for free with my card, so I am happy that I didn't have to spend money on it. So I'm not, you know, upset that I spent money on that. I haven't felt the bite. Upset here.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't felt it. I did spend money on Valhalla, and I would give, so far, 6 hours into Valhalla, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. So far.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. All right. So. Besides that, I think we had one more we wanted to take a peek at, which was Godfall. Once again, another situation where I have been a little bit out the loop. I have seen some pieces of artwork, some tidbits here and there, but then, of course, we actually got to see the first 16 minutes of gameplay that has been captured that recently dropped. I think it was like yesterday or something like that, which includes the intro. So if anyone that isn't trying to even hear, hold on, you're sir, you are monologuing over my words. If you're trying not to catch any spoilers or trying to really not listen or see anything within the first 16, I suggest you not watch any of this. I mean, we're not gonna go through the entire 16.
Just close your eyes.
Yeah. Just close your eyes and listen to our docile, timid, very relaxing voices.
Oh yeah.
So it looks really. First of all, it looks really good. I love the premise of what the entire game looks like. It's You've got. It's a kind of like, you know, medieval-ish. You have fantasy. It's Godfall. You're getting, you know, my man's got an Anubis helmet. What it looks like. I don't know what my man with the lion's head is doing, but it looks really good. This is just the opening cinematic. They go to war. There's the oppositions. You're clearly not the character drenched in all black, because unless you're someone like Batman, you can't get away with it as a good guy. So in the meantime, we'll just skip the intro. So, listen, somebody loses. That's all you got to know. And yeah, I got to see some of it, some of the gameplay. I didn't look at the entire 16 minutes of it, but it being a combat-orientated game, it looks pretty awesome. I just love the overall look of it. This is already very, very good looking. It's the beginning of the game, though. We'll see how it actually does stand when it comes to actual gameplay itself. Until you get your hands on it, not going to really get a great understanding, but first impressions.
So
looks
I
dope.
watched before the show today. I was watching Co-Carnage play this. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, and I don't know. So I've never played Dark Souls, so I don't know exactly. Forgive me if I'm incorrect here, but basically, okay. So here's gameplay. So it seems fairly linear. It's not super open world, but fairly linear. And then every time, you get to certain points where you fight, you fight less characters that or NPCs that aren't as strong, and then there's a boss fight at the end.
Yeah.
That's
Standard
what
formula.
It seems like for me. Yeah. So if you like that formula, by all means, I mean, this game looks gorgeous. I believe he was playing on PS5 as well, but right? Is it only on PS5 or is it?
No,
on...
it's PS5 and Windows. You can
Okay.
get it on PC. So it did drop today. For those that are curious, you can go check it out. And yeah, just looking at initial reviews on it. Once again, these are all initial. It's it's very early on. And even then, make your own actual opinions on things. You should go out and play. Don't always worry about what someone else is saying. It's about the mid-range ballpark
because of somebody's review.
Yeah, ballpark range. 3.5, 61% on Metacritic. It's kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed right now. I don't know what. I haven't gone deep into the reviews because I kind of want to play it myself to get an understanding as to where the faults are at and see if they line up. But if it's anything like Anthem, which is what some people have said in chat, is also like, I could see some of the possible issues. So give and take, we'll see what happens. But like I said, it has dropped today. So if you're curious about it, now's the time to go play it. I just like the overall look of it, but it takes a lot more than just a game to look a certain way to actually be a good game. Otherwise, we'd have several other games that I will not name right now, only because I don't want to be mean about it. Would have probably lasted longer or gotten better scores in the past. So Godfall out. Go peep that out. In the meantime, though, this is something where I want to circle back to that we were talking about earlier. So the new gen is upon us. We have been blessed another, I don't know, hopefully 7 years of a console that could stay together, and we're already seeing the slew of possible issues, videos that are fake but maybe not be fake. But we're also seeing some of the talks that these companies have made to actually be true. So let's start on a lighter note before we go into the things that the vape of things that we're going to talk about in a second. So one thing I want to bring up, so PlayStation 5 dropping, one of the biggest things that has happened is, of course, talking about things like load time and such. Like, oh my god, the loading time, our proprietary technologies that have allowed us to be able to load games at a much faster pace. I wonder how well it really stood up to older games, games that aren't from that gen that they're planning on maybe optimizing for. How's that worked? If the hardware is that good, it should technically help. So me being FGC, of course, some players from Japan have decided to go ahead and let me just restart that a little bit. Have posted to Twitter stating a comparison of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 actually loading up Street Fighter 5, which you look at the PlayStation 5.
What's PlayStation 4? Is that
it's on an SSD? Because it's on an SSD, because you can't
Gotcha.
because to my knowledge, I don't believe PlayStation 4s come off the rip with an SSD. To my knowledge, I don't think they come stock with that. If they do, that might be just a description of the specific SSD that they have in there that they might have upgraded to. So yeah.
Holy crap.
Fighting games are notorious for having really difficult loading times. I play them mostly on PC. I play them mostly on PC, so I don't notice it as often. So actually watching this, I'm kind of like, holy crap. Like, yeah, it takes a while. Spectating, all that. Like, it takes a long time for it to process. So as you can tell, the PlayStation 5 was already ready to get into the menu and whatever you want, applying the patch, applying the update within 1 minute. PlayStation 4 here is coming in super slow. I think it's like at 2 minutes, something like that. So cutting the loading time in half. All right, looking good. PlayStation chalk one up to you saying that, hey, the loading will be better. It seems to also help even when it comes to games that aren't, you know, technically were built on the PlayStation 5, you know, platform, so they weren't, you know, optimized to maybe utilize that. So it seems like it could be a universal addition to any game that, you know, you play on the PlayStation 5 versus it being, you know, just PlayStation 5 exclusives, or being able to handle or optimize those kinds of loading times. So that was already good. So this just came across my desk like earlier this morning. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Now on the other side of things, when it comes to Xbox, oh baby, we are in some trouble. I had to check my watch and be like, what year is this? What year is this?
So hold on, time out. So first thing, there have been a slew of videos. So for those of you guys that have seen this, I want to debunk it. That's why I want to talk about this. There have been a slew of videos of the Xbox Series X. Go ahead and play this, but mute it because he's very loud. Slew of videos and pictures and shit that show the Xbox Series X smoking.
Yes.
Okay? Like literally looking like it's on fire. They're fake. They're not real. So everybody that I talk to that has had the Xbox Series X is like, yeah, I haven't had this issue. Everybody's really excited about it. I heard great things about it. I hear even the SSD on Xbox Series X has been outperforming the PS5 SSD, believe it or not. And, you know, it just all depends what game, I guess. But watch this trick. This guy, so people will literally blow vape smoke just to scare people, which I hate people like this, just to scare people, put vape smoke inside of their Xbox, take a picture and be like, yo, my Xbox is smoking, blah, 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 blah. Well, turns out it's not real. And Microsoft actually tweeted yesterday and said, for the love of God, we can't believe we actually have to say this, but do not put vape smoke into your Xbox.
Yeah. So yeah, this video came up to just debunk it to, yeah, there it is. Coming from the bottom. As you can see, I'm going to tell you one thing, two things about it. One, yes, it's hilarious because it's like, oh my God, it looks like it's smoking. Two, I'll give it props because it kind of helps like form that like the Xbox has some pretty good what is it? Yeah,
it's got good airflow.
Inlets airflow for it, you know, in and out. Like, hey, look at that. Hey, it looked like it designed pretty well. It looks like it's doing a damn good job. Yeah, but yeah, I saw that video. I was like, there's no way, because the first thing that threw me off was the amount of smoke. If anyone that has worked on electronics, yes, like. You can it's so weird. Like, I've worked on electronics like my whole life, so I have shorted many a board, whether it was an Xbox board, which I have done that, a PlayStation one, or just random stuff. Look, I broke a lot of stuff when I was a kid. All right, that was how I learned things, and I still do that now. So I saw the smoke and I was like, no, there's no freaking way. Like, there's no way something that catastrophic could go by quality control like that, because that's not like a simple, that isn't like in the 360 days where it was like, oh my God, it got so hot, it desoldered the chip, slightly moved the chip, hence you're getting red ring of death, right? That was like, that isn't a blatant, like, you can't clearly, a smoke coming out of your machine, even if it's one in a million, like these, you know, these companies are quality testing these things. Like, they can't just let that slide. Like, you can't just let this go out into the wild and be like, yeah, that one was a one-off. Like, no, there's a problem. I saw that much smoke. I was like, there's no freaking way.
The QC people that saw the first video and they're like, oh shit, what did we do?
They were just like,
how did we let this pass?
You know, when it's like, it passed, they're like, finally it's on shelves, and then you see this video, they're like,
yeah, dude,
I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh man, I'm getting fired.
Oh my God.
But
no, it's completely
not real,
fake. It's, yeah, come on, man. It's just, don't believe believe half of what you hear, nothing you see, man. That's the name of the game. Well, I saw a red. There was a whole thread. I don't know if it was here. I literally was just speaking out. There was a whole thread of just the other issues though that people are getting on the Xbox One though. Like this one was a joke. This is a little more lighthearted, but the other problems that are starting to show up are not good actually. Let me see if I. Oh, there we go. Cool. I got the feed. So let's just go down some of the lists here on Polygon. So there's like mechanical issues. I'll even let the audio continue. You hear that subtle clicking
I hope there's
sound?
a disc in there.
That's so this video doesn't portray it, but there are other videos that's showing people hitting the eject button to show like, look, there is nothing in here. There is no disc in here. Even then, you know, like take it with a grain of salt, but they're being very blatant about it. Look right here. My man is hitting that eject button like, yo, it's on. I'm in the eject. Nothing. Let's load up some Halo. Nothing.
Dude, Xbox always has disk drive issues. Always. There's never been a launch where Xbox has not had disk drive issues.
Let's try again. 3 for 3.
It scares the hell out of me. That didn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Sound like a 18-wheeler coming to an abrupt stop.
Yeah, like just testing the brakes. That did not sound too good.
Oh, that's not good. Wait, what's that?
And now
What's that one? Now.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence. That's
failed. The disk drive. Okay.
So it looks like it just. So it looks like there's. So this unfortunately. All right. So clearly a working drive. We can see. Eat it. Yum yum yum. Really good. Nothing. So
damn, that's depressing.
This unfortunately is also one of the reasons, one of the lessons I've learned over the years. Like, first gen consoles, like be wary, especially on release. Be wary, because there could be an issue, and it's like, dude, like the issue might not be solvable at this moment. B is the holiday season, so good luck finding a replacement at the time. Or getting, going out to buy another one, especially if it's a gift, to like a young one or something like that.
Yep.
You're up Schitt's Creek, and then C through Z is my man even sighed. He said,
"Yeah, I heard that.
I'm sorry, bro. I am so sorry, my dude." And C is like, these companies are already gonna be. You're probably not gonna be the only one suffering this, and you can only imagine how backlogged they're gonna be able to get to you. Well, how long it's going to take before they get to you and you get, your replacement back, right? Like, it's rough. So I didn't even get a chance to show the one specific one where a guy actually had his kids playing, and they had it up for like a hot minute, and the thing actually just pops. Like, and I don't mean like pop, like click. Like, this Xbox is making a loud sound and then shutting off and then turning back on. And yeah, dude, that's rough. But like this, that is just the price of. You want to be the one sitting in line. You want to be the ones hitting that reserve button. Day -20. This is the risk that comes.
I think there's a silver lining here, and it's. See, it's funny because you always think, oh, these issues don't happen to me. These issues don't happen to me, and I thought like that until I got my 3090. It was a dead card. It was dead on arrival.
I'm about to say, Alex, you were a subject to that.
It was depressing. However,
it was hilarious, but it was depressing.
Yeah. I hate you. What I will say is consoles come with a 1-year warranty, typically.
That's true.
My card came with a warranty. So if you do happen to get an Xbox, get a PlayStation, and everybody's saying, kind of what you were just saying, you're like, yeah, I'm just going to wait till the next round comes out, right? That next round might not come out until 2021, 2022, who knows? Probably won't be 2022, but sometime late 2021, right? I know.
Rough.
But the thing is, my 3090 was broken. I sent it in. They literally sent me a brand new one right after, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the warranty was covered, and this one has a warranty. Knock on wood.
That is also the premium you pay. That's the other side of it. The premium you pay as a first, early adopter, you get those.
You get that warranty,
and
typically replacements come out before new items come out, right? So if if you're struggling to get a console on, let's say, Target or Walmart or Newegg or whatever, if you're struggling to get a new console, you know, there are people that still can't get them because they're sold out. But
Yeah.
if you were to get a replacement, you might still get your replacement before new ones go on sale, right? So like there's a silver lining there. So it's not the end of the world. Like as somebody who's gone through that, like it's funny. I'm looking at this right now, and it's saying that my PlayStation 5 should be shipping soon. Like the order's placed, shipping soon. My buddy's supposed to get his on Saturday, but PlayStation 5 has been having issues as well. It's not just Xbox.
Crossing all the fingers for you, dog.
Yeah, right. But you know, and whether it's fake or not, I don't know. But there was one person that had the PlayStation 5, had issues with it. They got on the phone with Sony. Sony's sending them a replacement, right? So like, as long as I get a replacement, it's okay. It's not like it's my only console. For people where it's your only console, sorry.
Yeah,
like,
shit out of luck. Yeah, that does definitely suck.
So,
but I'll see what the PlayStation's all about. Luckily, with me being gone for about a week, I'm gonna have the chance to sit down and play it. I'm hoping to get on that Spider-Man as soon as I get on that chance, you know, to jump on it. But in the meantime, though, looks like we're off to a very interesting start in this console generation. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Wait for some more games to drop, of course. Gonna go check out some reviews, of course. But regardless, your day is loaded up. You are ready and queued up to take on the rest of your tasks for what you got going on today. I am Dre, aka Crash. This is Alex, aka Alex. You can also check him out on Alex on Twitch for all his shenanigans. If you saw those clips earlier, trust me, there's plenty more where that came from. I don't know. He just has a natural ability of doing that. I don't know what to say. He's like
I wonder.
a
Hold on,
superhero.
is Moobot might ban me? Let's see here.
No, you're good.
Okay,
You're a mod.
Moobot didn't
You're a
ban
mod.
me.
Yeah,
there
you're
you go.
good. All right. So regardless, guys, like I said, thank you very much for hanging out. Once again, a shout out to Mike and Ike and Zip Chair. If you need a nice chair to kind of, you know, support your back in your future gaming needs, you know, you can get 15% off if you check out the code that we have there in chat. And Mike and Ike's, I mean, hey, you can go puff yourself some Mike and Ike's if you want. Go puff
Nom baby. And
Yeah.
shout out to everybody in chat today. Love
Straight
it when
up.
chat is active and super.
Absolutely.
super
I
engaging,
hope
so.
I don't see none of you guys on any of these Twitter feeds of like an Xbox blowing up. The PlayStation, I'm very interested to see. I'm hearing overheating issues already, but we'll see what that's all about.
You know what?
later.
If you guys do have issues, not saying that we want you to, but if you do have issues, submit them to Nerd Street Gamers and we'll
Tag us. Tag Alex.
tag
myself.
us. There you go. Yeah,
Nerd
tag us,
Street,
and we'll feature it on the
and
stream
we'll
so
bring it
everybody
on the
can
show for sure.
help feel bad for you.
And maybe make fun of you. I'll make fun of you. But then I'll feel bad. But then I won't. But then I will.
And then I'll be saying,
But then I
no,
won't.
me too.
In the meantime, guys, you guys enjoy your day. We'll see you guys, of course, on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not for me. He'll be here. I won't be. Maybe we'll have Jacob fill in those shoes. But until then, later, guys.
Peace, y'all.